Whether it's your passion for grisly crime dramas, nail-biting thrillers with monstrous city-destroying creatures, or iconic will-they-won't-they rom-coms. Wait, is this monster really doing kung fu? On Tubi, the things you love just keep going. Tap the banner to learn more.
This episode is brought to you by Pete's. Few things start your day better than a good coffee. That's why Pete's hand roast their coffee from a specific selection of high-quality beans. And they don't just put those beans into anyone's hands. Pete's trains their roasters for 10,000 hours so they can master the roast that gives you the most. Pete's Coffee. Coffee for coffee people. Find Pete's online or at your local retailer.
Hey, what is up? It is the ManFUzed Podcast. I am Kay Lee, your audio producer, voice artist, and host. My real estate broker co-host, Ben H. in the house. So today we're going to talk about the power of curse words and their ability, when said out loud, to relieve more stress than the common word, and especially the one word that I believe holds most of the power. And it's one that the FCC will fine you an incredible amount of money for using. But why? It's just a word. And we talk about the recent allegations against Russell Brand. And while there are only a few at the moment, why wait 10 years to come out with these allegations? It's a question we're trying to answer. So Ben, I read this thing the other day, and one of my favorite words, and I'm not alone here, in the English language is fuck. I don't know why. There's something therapeutic about it. It made me go down this wormhole on
what it means?
Well, no, I mean, fuck can have any meaning you want it to.
Yeah.
But the word fuck in and of itself, regardless of how it's used, is a stress reliever.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Because if you smash your finger in the door,
yeah,
and you get that throbbing burst of pain,
right,
going, golly geez.
It would be funny to hear somebody yell, golly geez.
Think about if we didn't have that word. How much more stress would be built up?
Yeah.
How many sentences would not leave your mouth with heightened stress of that sentence or power?
Yeah.
The word fuck is universal across every sentence.
Yeah.
Every sentence.
Every other word.
You could apply fuck to the fucking word.
Yeah.
Is there another word in the English dictionary that has as much usage and power and meanings as the word fuck?
I don't know.
I mean, if you think about it, I mean,
the devil's word.
The FCC does not like the devil's word. It is hands down my favorite word. You had to choose a better word that you could apply in almost every situation.
I can only think of one.
What? Do you want to relay that word out to anybody listening right now?
No.
Okay. I'm not even going to dig deeper. I don't even know if I want to know that word.
Cunt.
Is that the word?
No.
Oh. That one, too.
But it is a good one.
It is a good one.
Yeah.
And for some reason, a lot of ladies are not fans of the see you next Tuesday. And I get it. Well, I don't get it. In Europe, that word is used, they call guys cunts. Oh, you're being a cunt.
Yeah.
It just means like you're being a bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
You use that here in the States, and it's like, he called me a cunt.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just one of those things. But, and there was a lot to be said on Reddit about using the word fuck. And they're like, you just can't release the stress that is built up in a situation like letting the word fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
it's a demon. Let it out.
It is a demon. It lets people know you're serious.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine saying that, releasing that in front of like a client.
Yeah.
This fucking house
Yeah.
has got so much fucking potential.
No.
You're going to fucking go crazy in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is an R-rated episode, by the way.
Yeah. Seemingly, curse words in general release a lot of stress.
Because society has put so much weight on those words.
Yeah.
As bad words,
Right.
curse words, the FCC, you'll get fined if you use shit, piss, cocksucker, motherfucker,
Right.
tits, dick.
Right.
Our kids can't hear that. The free terrestrial radio, the good people who tune in
That's right.
to terrestrial radio cannot.
They don't want to hear it.
It cannot penetrate their virgin ears.
No.
But the news can show you people getting blown up left and right.
It's not an issue. No problemo.
No problemo, but you'll get fined. I mean, you could say, and this is a George Carlin thing, because George Carlin, I think many years ago when he was alive, did a whole thing because he went to war with the FCC about their stupid rules and, what you could say. He's like, you can say I pricked my finger, but you can't say I fingered my prick.
That's true.
Really?
It's all context.
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, that's genius. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fingered my prick.
Yeah.
So, Ben, you had a
That's
couple of topics.
In the wild world of accusations.
The wild world. I wish we had like a little promo. In the wild world of accusations.
Yeah, in the wild world of accusations, Russell Brand has been accused of rape and many other things from someone that he dated and multiple people that he worked with up to 10 years ago, being deplatformed.
I heard that, but he's not on trial.
No, there's an investigation which was done by the Sunday Times.
They sound real legit.
The Times and Channel 4's Dispatches. He denied all the allegations in a social media video he posted on Saturday, during which he claimed that these encounters were consensual. And it reminds me of like Andrew Tate. Russell Brand is someone who's been speaking out against COVID, speaking out against things that are happening in the government, speaking out against things that are happening around the world. He's been talking a lot about the one world government and things that are seemingly coming down the pipeline, and how it's up to the people to resist if they want to keep their sovereignty. As it turns out, most people who are of high levels of influence, like this guy, celebrities and so forth, when they speak out, this is what happens. You're guilty until proven innocent. You're not innocent until proven guilty. So once this comes out about you, you are automatically deplatformed. You're taken off. Your income streams from that stop. Your name is shredded first.
Right, but even when you are acquitted,
that's right.
There's still now in the back of everyone's
still a cloud.
mind. Yeah, that potentially this person might have done that.
That's right.
That will never leave.
Never.
So it's a stain.
That's right.
It's like a scar. If he did do these things, that's a disgusting behavior that should be punished and is not acceptable, whether you're a celebrity or not.
Of course. But we can see this playbook. And look, I don't know. I don't know if he did these things or not. To me, it looks like the playbook. It looks like they're running the play on the guy, just like they have so many people.
One of my favorite movies is Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
That's where Russell Brand, at least in the United States, really got known.
Yeah.
He was already a comedian in the UK, I believe,
right.
and maybe a growing name, but that's when I never heard of him. But
right.
when he played that character, which is the exact character I think he plays in real life, I don't think he had to do much acting for that character.
No. Funny guy.
Very funny. And when he speaks,
yeah,
he is very smart and
yes.
very educated. And
absolutely.
If my vocabulary and
yes.
if I only sounded as posh and smart when I spoke,
right.
even if I'm insulting somebody, it's almost the politest way of insulting them.
Absolutely.
He really does sound intelligent. Is he a man whore? Has he made some dumb decisions?
Sure.
Yeah. I did hear something weird when there was trouble in paradise between them. And I don't think the divorce had happened, or maybe it had. That there was something said from her, or some rumor that he was into watching some very, very kinky porn. This doesn't make him a rapist.
Right.
But it was weird, like wheelchair porn.
What is that?
Like you're watching people who are in wheelchairs. Like,
come on. They have that?
Yeah, I think so. They have everything.
Yeah, that's wild.
Go on RedTube.
That is wild.
Put in wheelchair porn.
It's probably there. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I guarantee it is.
Yeah.
But what if, can you imagine this conversation? Hey, you wouldn't get down tonight. Hey, let's turn on a porn. And you're like, oh, let me pull up one of my faves. and then all of a sudden, it's some paraplegic in a wheelchair.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine? What would you do? Would you be like,
I don't know.
I need a divorce? Would that
I don't know.
Would that be would the choice? This is a question, and please respond. Hit us up at ManFUzed.com, 770-744-5227. If you both are into watching porn on an occasional basis, is your spouse's choice of porn or your boyfriend or girlfriend's choice of porn, could that be a deal breaker?
Wheelchair porn?
Would that be
A deal
all right,
breaker?
let's say it was your wife.
Yeah.
Could you get past that being on in the background with her eyes on it as you're doing it?
Probably not.
Would you be like, listen, I don't know what I'm seeing.
I'd be like, I'm so sorry.
I don't know what I'm seeing here. I just can't finish.
This just isn't me.
This is a little too hardcore for me.
So in an article that is apparently against Mr. Brand, based on the verbiage used, it notes, historically, Brand has been known for embracing a hedonistic dirtbag persona as both a comedian and an actor.
And a human being. A dirtbag.
The allegations and additional context provided in the investigation underscore what appears to be a pattern of sexual misconduct by Brand, as well as recurring abuses of power in his role as a media personality and comedian.
Will you type in Russell Brand wheelchair porn?
Oh, my God.
Will you see if anything comes up or if I just remembered wrong?
Comedian Russell Brand says his former wife, Katy Perry, used to practice wheelchair porn with him.
I'm not. See, I wasn't lying. What if he was like, hey, baby, let's role play. Here, and he opens up this wheelchair.
And he quotes, she was very willing to do wheelchair porn. That woman spent 90% of our marriage in a little electric wheelchair.
Oh, my God. Shut up. Is that really what it says? Oh, my God. Okay.
A little electric wheelchair.
He didn't spare any expense. He didn't get her the manual one.
Was she hurt or something?
No. I'm telling you, I think that was like a fetish.
It's
of
just
his.
a thing.
Yeah. Maybe I need to, next time I decide to open up some porn, I might just need to type in wheelchair porn.
Yeah, yeah. That's crazy.
Baby, I want you to roll up on me.
What a crazy concept.
Is it not?
You know,
I mean,
to all the people out there in wheelchairs, certainly not making fun of you.
No, because you got to get yours.
Yeah. I just find it to be an odd subject to be going for.
Well, I find it to be an odd fetish to actually search or watch.
Get them out of the wheelchair.
Yeah. Just tip them over.
I mean, wouldn't you rather be out of the wheelchair? Yeah. Be more comfortable?
Pull them out. Lay them on the
floor.
Put
on the brakes. I beat the brakes off that wheelchair.
There's like a wheel rolling off into the distance. I banged it so hard, the wheels came off. It was nothing but a sled. Oh my God. So I wasn't lying.
Yeah.
It says, in light of Brand's rape, sexual assault, and emotional abuse allegations that came earlier this month, several women have kept their identities anonymous who made the bombshell accusations. Okay, so fine. I'm not saying that you weren't mistreated, that you weren't sexualized.
Mm-hmm.
But why now? The Bill Cosby escapade.
Right.
I get it. There is a stigma on coming out and facing somebody with more notoriety than you, more power, more fame, more influence, with the Bill Cosby thing. And I think there were powers in numbers, right?
Right.
Someone stood up, said, fuck that, and all these other women came out.
Yes.
Now, do I believe Bill Cosby did all that shit? Yeah, I fucking do.
Seems like he did.
If you can pull 30 people and sit them on bleachers and them all tell the same fucking story, if it walks like a duck, it's a duck.
There's some old clips of like the Cosby show,
oh, dude, where he talks
that
about.
When you look back on them, are creepy.
Oh, there's one I think
Talks about his sauce. Or
yeah,
something like that.
and how it puts him to sleep. You want a pudding pop?
Dude, what happened to pudding pops, by the way?
Those things went down with Bill Cosby.
They were so good, though.
They went down with Bill Cosby.
Oh, what a shame.
America's dad.
I've been looking for pudding pops now for like 20 years.
You can't find them anywhere, huh?
No. I even remember back in the day when they had banana flavor.
Ooh, ew.
It was so good.
Really? That was
Yes.
your go-to? Oh, man.
No, it wasn't my go-to, but I just remember it.
So in Bill Cosby's case, I believe those women.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying I don't believe these women, but there's far and few between than the ones that were standing up against Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
There's not like a football team version of it.
Right.
But like, why now? Like, why are you coming out now, and why are you not? Why are you being anonymous?
Right.
What is the anonymous? Like, who did he piss off? Is him speaking out against shit that decisions made in Europe and in the U.S.? Is this pissing off some of our government officials or government officials over there, and this is their way of hurting him?
I don't know, man. There just seems to be something, I don't know what it is.
Accusers claim the alleged incidents occurred in 2006 and 2013. So, okay,
Back
10
in the
years
day.
ago and 17 years ago.
Yeah.
Emotionally abusive and controlling. Well, okay, if you're in a relationship with him and you've consented to having sex and you're doing that and you're going through the boyfriend, girlfriend day in, day out, you can't take away someone's money because they were a dick and they were controlling. If they're a dick and they're controlling, get out of take the power away.
Right.
Leave.
Right.
I'm not saying like he's treated every, person in his life great at all times.
Right.
And obviously, am I the same person I was 17 years ago? No. And I'm without the fame. I could just imagine.
Oh, man.
Where was I 17 years ago and how was I acting? Now, granted, I've always consciously, I don't think I've ever been like a complete pig. Catcalling, verbally abusing, controlling, just sexually harassed. I've never been that guy.
Right.
So I can honestly say at no period in my life have I ever been, and I've never really had to be.
Yeah.
I always found it to be kind of like, that's gross.
Yeah.
But I've always been able to get women just by being me.
Right.
So I never had to be a dirtbag.
Right.
But was I fucking arrogant, like, and more of a dick, I guess you'd say, or on my high horse 17 years ago? Probably.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's grown since then. But are you going to sit there and, he was controlling.
That's what
he
they
told
do.
me I couldn't go out with my friends. And
Yeah.
I'm interested to see. But to take away his YouTube income, these are just allegations.
On allegations. You're guilty until innocent.
And if this is a plot or a chess move from somebody of even more influence, just because they're getting revenge on him and the words that come out of his mouth, well, this is just a prime example of why we shouldn't jump to find him guilty. You had Donald Trump saying, I just grabbed her by the pussy. And we elected him president.
Yeah. I don't think people really care about this stuff. I just think it's the problem with it, with the digital age and all the technology that we have. You are really guilty until proven innocent. An allegation is it's like a fact until it's proven incorrect.
But then it's a stain. It's always there. Yeah. What do you think of when you hear the name Amber Heard? You think of her shitting in fucking leaving a turd in Johnny's bed. You never get that out of your head. A little doo-doo ball in the bed, on the bed sheet. Can you imagine? What do you think of when you? I think of a doo-doo ball left on the bed as a gift in the morning. You roll over and there's like a little doo-doo ball just like in your fucking eyesight.
Yuck, right? I mean, how
is that a doo-doo ball? You like touch it. You know, think of someone else that has had allegations towards them that you might think, okay, they were acquitted, and I'm just drawing a blank right now, but that's forever going to be there.
Right.
You know, it's pretty fucked up. Hey, thanks for listening to the ManFUzed Podcast. You can always join the show by hitting us up at ManFUzed.com or 770-744-5227. Thanks.
Foo Media.